Well, here we are at CES, and now it's time for a little industry talk with Keith Lehmann. He's a Senior Vice President of Consumer Electronics for Kenwood. Keith, Happy New Year, buddy.
Happy New Year, Alan. Thanks for having me.
And a tough year 2009 was, but it's in the rearview mirror.
Are
you feeling good about 2010?
I'm really feeling great, Alan. And by the way, 2009, rough for everybody,
Yeah.
Huge challenges. The consumer electronics industry took it really on the chin this year, and mobile electronics in particular, we've had double-digit loss this last year, largely because of the economy and what's going on in the car businesses, just in general.
You're talking about the mobile electronics business?
Well, the mobile electronics, but the automotive business as well.
Yeah.
So that's been a real challenge for
Yeah.
everybody. But we learned a lot. We learned how to do more with less.
We've made some changes, haven't we?
Made a heck of a lot of changes.
The world.
All of us have made changes, and now I think these are changes are going to stay in place for quite a long time now. Which means that from a business standpoint, once we do get out of this, and we will get out of this at some point, all those efficiencies that we've gained and all the things that we've saved, those are all going to stay in place, and then we're just going to go along do our business, and we're going to be more profitable, and we're going to be a whole lot happier. I think that's the name of the game right there.
All right, so 2010 is here. We're at the big trade show of the year, early in the year, and you guys have just launched how many new products?
56 new products.
Wow.
Yeah.
56.
56.
That's a pile.
I don't mean little iPod cables and speaker grills. I mean real products that you can put in your car and enjoy, and it was a lot of work, but I think that's what our company is all about. We know what our customers need. We know there's a lot of business out there. There's a lot of different customers out there. They have different wants. They have different desires. Let's face it, Alan. We don't make things that people need.
Right.
We make things that they want.
But that is a key factor, and I will say that ever since 1977, 78, when I bought my first stereo, what did I buy? I bought a Kenwood. And about 1983, I bought a satellite television dish with a Kenwood receiver.
Oh my God.
So I'm a true blue Kenwood loving guy, and working for Car and Driver,
yes.
Best of Brand guy also.
Yes, you are.
But an automobile is a personal conveyance of who I am.
Right.
And what I want in there, in that dash, again, is a thing that I don't so much need, but do really want badly.
Yes.
So how do you become a company that doesn't make just Me Too products? And I know you don't, but it's got to be a hard task.
Yeah, you got to do it on purpose. You have to decide who you are. You need a brand identity. And the identity of Kenwood, and we use this phrase, live connected, drive connected, which I kind of like it actually.
Yeah.
Live connected, drive connected. We are living connected in this day and age, okay? It's all about lifestyle. Kenwood's identity is to look at the lifestyle of people who enjoy our products and then make the products that they want based upon the technology that is in their possession. For instance, the iPod changed everything, right?
Yeah.
Now, it was made by Apple, a computer company. Well, MP3 players existed long before Apple came up with the iPod, but they did it in a way that completely shattered all the conventions of conventional electronics. They built something that didn't have as much storage. It didn't have any buttons necessarily. It was more expensive. It didn't have the same audio quality, but people loved it. Two reasons. It had a great user interface, and they had a computer program called iTunes where they could manage all their music in a very intuitive way. That's the key right there. So figure out how your customers are living, their lifestyle, what's going to make their lives easier, and go build that product. They will flock to you.
Yeah. I had a nice stereo in my truck, came from the factory. It was a brand new truck. And I got a Kenwood stereo. My goodness, it made such a difference because I think just the interface, the human-machine interface was so much easier, and I love that. And I also love some of the partnerships that you have, and I think that partnerships are very important, like we have with Car and Driver and Kenwood. But the partnerships that you guys have made in this world are big ones with the Garmins and the Parrot companies. Maybe you could talk about that a little bit.
Well, the partnerships, Alan, are vital to our identity. Because these are the partnerships, and you mentioned Garmin, for instance. People that are into navigation always want the best navigation on the market. Garmin happens to be the #1 builder of quality navigation technologies.
Right.
Why not partner with them? Yeah, we could have made our own, and a lot of other companies too, and that's fine. That's their decision. We chose to partner with Garmin because that is a best-of-class company. We think we are what we do as well. Same thing has to do with Bluetooth. Like we could have built our own Bluetooth module or sourced one from Asia. We went with industry leader Parrot. So we've got the best of brand in Bluetooth, best of brand in navigation, and so when we go best of brand, you can't go wrong. You may pay a little bit more, but you're going to have the best product. You will always be satisfied with the best, don't you think?
The funny thing is that before you guys had nav in your stereos, I had a Garmin navigation.
Yep.
Before you had Bluetooth in your stereos, I had the original first Parrot Bluetooth. So I mean, I love the connection to the fact that now either you're following me or I'm running with you, because that's what that's what I want to see, is that you guys are making the decisions that guys like Car and Driver have to go through all of the guys and find who are the best, who rises to the top.
That's right.
And for me, it is Kenwood. Now, what is the plan moving forward for 2010 and beyond?
We're going to do a lot of what we've done in the past, and that is we have to have consistency as a company. So if we choose a path, we have to complete that path. We're not going to make any radical changes, but we are going to do some new and improved things. For instance, on the product side, we now have products that are built specifically for the people that have iPods or iPhones, not the people that carry CDs. In fact, it doesn't even have a CD mechanism in it. It's just for iPods. And of course, with that, they want to see a big display, so we have a big 3-inch color display on there. They want easy browsability, so we replicate all of the controls of the iPod right on the faceplate of the Kenwood. They plug that thing in, put it aside, and it takes over from there, and also charges up the iPod. That's cool stuff. From a business standpoint, the most important thing for us is to establish trust with our dealers. Because let's face it, these are businessmen too, and they want to be able to rely upon their vendors. They want financial stability. They want clear thinking.
They want to run with leaders.
Yeah, and if we are best in brand in their minds, then we've done our job. So that's our plan for 2010, just in broad strokes.
Talk about this leadership plan. I mean, is that what you're calling it? I noticed it's even on your guys' shirts.
Well, a leader is someone who has an idea of where they're going and a plan to get there. Now, we'd have that. We've had this for some years, but I think it was time for us to be a lot more graphic about it this time. So let's lay it all out. So we laid out a number of different areas. One was, we defined what leadership was. For instance, in 2009, Kenwood achieved top 5 ranking in all 5 major product categories. Now, we're the only full-line supplier to actually have that, and we've done it for the last 3 years. Now, we haven't exactly kept it a secret, but I think now is the time for everybody to stand up and be counted. So this is who we are. And why is that important to Kenwood? It shows that we're not just popular in one category. We are popular in all categories. So there's got to be a lot of strength in that. So there's strength in numbers. So there's the leadership side. And we go on to the program side. We have all these multiple programs for our dealers so they can enjoy enhanced profitability if they plan their business out with Kenwood. So behind that, we also have sell-through activity. We have consumer rebates, courtesy of Garmin, our relationship with Garmin. Backup camera promotions. We also are planning promotions with HD Radio and also with the dealer, where if they have special promotions coming up in advance, we can react to that well in advance and really help them maximize their sales. Close out the year with Black Friday promotion, and then we do model transition, and then we do it all over again. It's consistent, and they expect it, and they love it.
Well, celebrating 30 years, you and me both, because I've been buying your products for that many years. Congratulations.
Thanks, Alan.
30 years, and another, hopefully another 30 more on top of that you and I will be around playing with cars.
We'll be around, pushing a walker, going, yeah, remember the days at Kenwood, yeah.
Well, I have been using the products for 30 years, and proud to be a part of my association here with Kenwood.
Thank
and my
you,
friend Keith Lehmann, who's the Senior Vice President of Consumer Electronics. And here we are at the biggest industry show of the year, CES in Las Vegas. I'm Alan Taylor for Car and Driver. Thanks for watching.